Practice didn't start yet, so I don't know what's
What
going on.
Is there a special story behind the socks?
My mom brought me these for a couple weeks ago, so I told her I'll wear them in practice. So it's my second time wearing them. So
Nice socks.
saw them on the hoop, so I was like, no, I'll wear them.
And how did the first time go?
Fine. It was regular practice. I mean, nothing special. I mean, they're socks, so I don't have any superstitions with socks. So
Don't know why they're making a big deal out
no,
of
I don't know why.
That's funny.
This game, a lot of people don't think about New Orleans, some of the other teams you guys play, as a big challenge. But you watched. I don't know if you were watching. Indiana played Moorhead last night, nearly lost at home. Maryland was playing Nichols. It was a close game. These other teams can come in here and give you guys a tough go anytime. Just what's important about a game like this?
I mean, just don't overlook the opponent. New Orleans, they're a good team coming in to try to beat us. So, we got to be ready. Guys we haven't overlooked them. We've been preparing for them, the right way. And the coaching staff even told us, like, look, they're a really good team, and they're very capable of beating us. So, we're taking that to heart, and we're going to come ready and prepared tomorrow.
The last couple of times we've talked to Bruce, he's talked about this team and called it player-led. And I'm sure we may have even asked you about that after Penn State. But just from your viewpoint, like what does that mean, and what's the benefit of a team being like that?
I mean, we have a great group of guys. We have very talented guys. Guys that can go score whenever, and can make plays, the right plays. So then that's what we need. It's a players' game. Obviously, we're out there making the plays, and we're playing. So, I think that's what it means. The coaching staff, they're going to do their best job to give us the right game plan and stuff like that. But as players, we got to go out there and execute it.
And this is not meant to disparage last year's team or other teams that you played on, but is that different? Does that feel different this year from that regard?
I mean, not in that regard. I just feel like we have a more connected group. Guys are playing for each other. Making the right read out there on the floor. Guys won on the defensive end. So I think this year's group is more tenacious and more ready to get the job done.
How did an experience like Penn State test some of that connectedness? Because I feel like last year there were times where once you lost, it was hard to keep some of that too.
Yeah. I mean, last year was tough. It was on that losing streak, but one game doesn't define us. Yes, it was a bad loss, we should have won the game, but in the end, we didn't hold our heads down. We just came back to practice the next day and got better on the stuff we needed to work on, and it showed against UCLA. We beat a good team on the road, led by our defense because our shot wasn't falling on the offensive end, and we got the job done.
When's the last time you played a game you felt like you guys led with your defense?
I mean,
and again, I don't mean that as a disparaging
yeah.
comment,
I mean,
that strikes me that you said that.
It's crazy because our offense has just been so really dominant. We could really score the ball, but that game our shot wasn't falling. So we had to rely on our defense and our principles and the stuff we practice every day. And we did. We were getting stops down the road. Down the line. It was limiting them to one shot. So we did what we needed to do.
I was gonna say, what does that, say about your team that you're able to, win different ways? That's kind of the recipe for good teams, especially when you get into Big Ten play, to kind of win multiple ways. Is that something that helps you moving forward?
I mean, yeah, defense definitely wins games. Over the years I've been here, our defense was okay. We just relied heavily on offense, but this year I feel like we have both, offense and defense. So, we're just building on that and working on that every day.
Yeah. What do you think changed? Was it just a mentality change in practice or the off season? What do you think was the one thing you could pinpoint about the mentality change? I guess.
I mean, I think guys just bought in. I mean, it was a big topic this offseason. We're going to play defense this year, and guys took that to heart. We wanted to be a better defensive team, and we're on the path to be a great defensive team, and we've shown that so far.
Rodney said after the game, goal is top 25 defense, and I think you guys are in the 50s right now. But where is there still room for improvement? How do you get from where you are to top 25?
I mean, we still got to clean up some stuff. Some ball screen coverages, different cuts that different teams do, rebounding. There's always stuff to work on. But once we get those down packed, we keep practicing. Getting to Big Ten play. I think we'll be solid.
You have a teammate like Bruce. He's playing in his hometown. He's 0 for 8 in the first half. he probably was muttering to himself. I don't know what was his mood at halftime, and then to see a guy make 3 or 4 or 5 really good plays in the second half to help you win the game. What does that say about him, I guess?
I mean, Bruce is Bruce. You know, obviously Atlanta's his hometown, and you know everyone wants to play well every game, but especially in your whole time, you know, you got family there. But you know, we just said, you know, just keep shooting. You know, your shots gonna fall. You know, you work out, you work hard. So you know, just keep shooting. The ball's gonna go in. And you know, he made the right plays in the second half, and you know, his shots started to fall, you know, a little bit. But you know, it just shows, you know, his work ethic and where he works hard. So you know, I applaud it to him.
Are you going to get a chance to go home after this? Or?
Yeah. I'll be
And I know family's a big thing, and you had a bunch of people at the Garden last year for
Yeah.
that game, and back there toward your hometown. Just how important is this next week going to be for you to kind of get with them and recharge and get ready for what's coming after that?
I mean, it's important. You know, family's everything. There was that my dad, mom, grandparents, aunt, uncle was in Florida. You know, my parents have been out here to a lot of games in Columbus. They come into West Virginia and Cleveland. So, you know, just a support system. You know, it's important. You know, just to see. Cause I don't get to see them often. Obviously, I live 8 hours away in New York. So whenever I get to see them, you know, I love spending time with them, and you know, it's definitely good to see grandparents and stuff when you go back, because you know they always can't travel and stuff, so they always can't make the game. So definitely gonna be seeing everybody when I get back. So I'm very excited.
Obviously, the offense is different compared to last year, and your 2 leading scorers are your backcourt, Bruce and Roddy. How does that change where your shots come in the flow of an offense?
I mean, it still does change. Like, you know, I just, whenever I'm open, you know, they're gonna find me in the right spot. You know, my role's really the same since last year. Just come in, you know, be the post presence, you know, play physical, grab rebounds, you know, just do the little things. So, you know, my role is the same. Like, you know, they obviously they're leading scorers and stuff, and that's just to show, you know, they're really good players. But, you know, my role is the same. Just come in and be the big guy, the energy guy.
I just wondered if the scoring coming from different spots, if that changes just a little bit, like how you need to fit in or how you need to be effective, because the scoring's coming in different ways. I wasn't sure if that changed anything for you.
I mean, not really. You know, I still, you know, down there in the post, you know, still got the moves and stuff, and they still find me in the post. So, you know, I don't think my offensive game role has really changed much.
Gotcha. I've never asked you, 23, what does that number mean to you?
I was 21 in high school. So, but then I think that number's retired, I think.
Well, Devin's wearing it now.
Oh, well, it's not retired. So, that is correct. Yeah, Devin, yeah. It was retired.
It was,
but,
yeah.
you know, 23 was the next number than 21. It was a closer one. So, you know, it just, when I chose my number, I said, yeah, that'll work. So, because in high school I was 21, and my favorite number is 14. So, I wore that all through like AAU and stuff.
Okay.
But, you know, 23 was the next number after 21. So, you know, I just said, yeah, I'll wear it. Because I couldn't choose 14 because of justice.
Yeah.
So, you know, 23.
So when you see people like walking around, they're wearing 23 jerseys, do you look at the back, see if it says Key or James?
I mean, sometimes, you know, most of the time they say James, obviously, because I'm like, yeah, it's LeBron, so I get it. But you know, it's some of them. Sometimes it says Key, but you know, it's cool just to see people wearing the number and like on the street and in the arena and stuff like that. So thanks.
All right, Ted.
I remember